Hello guys, top of the morning to you and all that. John Moore with you, the Mad Irishman. Anyway, let's what are we doing? What am I doing here? I'm giving you an update on the Dragon Panzer Wagon 3 Ausf J with Schurzen. It's a Dragon Smart Kit. It's in 1/35th scale, and I started it ages ago. And I've just after getting the build part of it done, shall we say, just the build part. Next step is painting, undercoating, painting, weathering, all that bits and pieces, that lovely stuff that goes with it. This is all for my Say Cheese group build entry for Jens and Phyllis, or should I say Harry Furbisher and can't remember the other name, but Harry anyway. Phyllis Barsonius. I think I actually pronounced that right, Phyllis Barsonius. Let me know if I did, Phyllis. Otherwise, I'm going to start calling you Harry, like Simon calls you, Harry Furbisher. So anyway, lads, enough about that ridiculousness. Let's see what John has done on this lovely little Panzer 3 from Dragon. And Kadunk. There we go. As you see, it's the construction part is done, and like I said, next up is the painting and the weathering and all that lovely stuff that goes with it. Right, let's talk about the build. Complicated. In one word, I put it down as complicated. It was a complicated build. It wasn't actually super difficult in any way. It was just tons and tons of little things to build up something that, you get in other kits and it's already pre-made, if you get my drift. Some people might say that it's over-engineered. Yeah, to a certain degree it is, but it's a case of these kits are designed for the people that really, really enjoy the build process, putting on the fiddly bits, putting on, building up like this back plate here, where you got all these little attachments. I don't know what they're called, to be quite honest with you, but all these little attachments here, the little hooks and brackets and God knows what else. Normal companies would mould that on, whereas with this it was just a flat piece, and you got to build up everything. If you like that kind of work, then these kits are for you, if you know what I mean. If you don't like that work, go off and buy a Tamiya, go off and buy an Academy or a Zvezda, and you get near enough the same finished product, but you haven't done all that little work yourself. And that is what I see as a Dragon kit has. Also is the crispness of the moulding is absolutely fabulous. I enjoyed it, I really did. I had to put it away for a little while. It was just getting, the finishing off was a little bit too fiddly and things like that. I had a lot going on personally and things like that, so my mind wasn't in the right place for it. So I just put it up, and I worked on the figures, and I did that Joseph Stalin 2 tank. So it was good, because it got me back into the form for finishing off this, and I did a reasonably good job, I think, shall we say. Yeah, I did have a few little fuck-ups, shall we say. This area here at the back, unfortunately, I just fitted on, got it all nice and perfect. And I don't know why, but for some weird reason, I was working on putting on the shirts and then putting on these things. And whatever I did, I leaned straight over the thing, like a bloody idiot, and I kind of deformed this whole thing, but just by touching off it. My own fault. I should have been really watching what I was bloody well doing, to be honest with you, because I knew once that thing went on that it was a case of fragile hands only, But nah, John, big elephant frickin' claws straight in there. Also back here there was supposed to be a little kind of the only way I can describe it is a basketball hoop. To make it out of PE, and shall we say that my big chunky fingers and my crap eyesight I kind of nearly had it, and I just got. I was at it with it for an hour, to be quite honest with you. And there's this piece which had to be bent up into a, into the basket shape. There was a little bit for the top of it. There was the sort of the stem bit and everything else. And I just lost my rag with it. To be the only way to describe it, I couldn't. I was trying to fit the top ring. I couldn't get it kind of right, and I tried it. When I knew how to do it, but it just wouldn't do anything for me, shall we say. Then I lost my rag and I squashed it and I just fired it across the room. That's all that's left of it. So it doesn't have its basketball hoops. So the lads can't play basketball on it, unfortunately. But it is actually, I don't know if anybody out there knows exactly what that bloody thing is. Let me know. But it goes up here anyway. That it's like a little, like I said, a little basketball ring or hoop. But apart from that, these little showers and plates, they're only just laid on. They're not sort of secured in place. Once I have all the painting done and these things painted and things, then I can slot them into place and they won't be as free as that, shall we say. Thank God, the way with these aerials are sort of straight up and down, you'd never get the normal type fitting turret onto it. So luckily enough, there's no the little pins at the outside for that. There's no problems with that. That just sort of fits straight on, just plops straight into the top. So that was quite handy. So that's the finished work on that. Now, if you just bear with me, I can try and reach over and get the figures. I should have had them ready beforehand. I should have thought about that, John. You have them all ready before you do the bloody video. But anywho, here we go. Right, we start off with the figure that I had to kind of adapt myself, change around. I just had to break his arms and reassemble them in a right place, shall we say. I've got a bit of white now to back him up there, but like I said, I didn't pre-think this bloody thing. So hopefully you can see him. Not too bad. He's my photographer. He'll be kind of standing roughly kind of here somewhere, and the four chaps then. There's one, two, and two guys standing and two guys sitting. And these guys will be sitting somewhere in the tank. He'll be leaning up against the side of it, and hopefully he'll be standing up there somewhere. If I can fit him on with all the gear, because I test fitted all these guys on the Tamiya one that was already pre-made. But when I tested them and decided, these are the guys I'll go for, I forgot about all the shores and the turret shores, and so I'll wangle them in there somewhere, says you. Even if they've got to be sitting on the ground in front of the tank for a finish, then that's the way it's got to be, But there's the 4 figures and the 5 figures, shall we say, because the crew for these was 5 people. So the idea for the dia will be Human is just taking a picture of his 4 friends and their newly arrived tank. So there's not going to be any damage done to the tank because it's only just newly arrived. As for the paint scheme, I'm going for the desert yellow with the green stripes, wiggly stripes. I'm not going for with the brown as well. It's just a bit too. There's too much going on with the brown stripes as well. Anyway, I don't like the one with the brown. I do like it with the green. So I'm going with that one. Any excuse. I just decided to go with that way. So that's the way I'm going with that. And the base itself, I'm still working on. I've a couple of ideas, and I can't really try them out until I can, start placing things around and see what works and what doesn't work. So, like I said, lads, that's it. That's me update. Hopefully the next time you see this, it will be painted, and might even be on the dia, because the dia vignette or whatever it is type base that I'm doing for it, the couple of ideas I have, they're all based around the same thing, and there isn't that much work in it. It's it's the whole thing is designed to kind of keep your eye on this part of it with a little distraction, if you know what I mean. So next time you see it, it'll be hopefully painted up anyway. I'm going to get started on that today and hopefully have it at least painted by the weekend, shall we say. Weathering then another day or two. So watch Monday's bum, and I should have it painted for Monday's bum, shall we say. Also, I've got a little bit more work to do on the figures. They're a bit shiny at the moment. So I just dull coat them and give them their final little bit of highlighting and stuff and see how they figure out. I'm happy with them. Otherwise, the progression of them, I'm very, very happy with them. So I've rambled on now for too long now as it is, just over 10 minutes. So I'll leave it at that, lads. I'll catch you up in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to give a like, the old thumbs up. Okay. Thank you very much, lads. I do appreciate all the comments and things. If you have any questions or anything like that, just stick it in the comments box. I usually do answer them. So, until the next time, lads, as John Moore saying, stay safe, enjoy yourself. Don't forget, go out and buy a kit and build it and enjoy building it. Enjoy the hobby for what it's worth. Okay, lads, I'll catch you up in the next one. Be nice to each other and have a nice weekend. Okay, and I'll see you on Monday for my bum.